Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had an interruption. I got a phone call on my cell phone and on my phone, and it just totally interrupted the review. But anyways, I had to redo this. So anyways, welcome to my review of Toad the Brakevan. He was $29 at America's Best Trade and Hobby Store. Now that's a lot better than $37. But although to be honest, $37 isn't that bad. I've already cut open his packaging, so yeah. Let me get Toad out for you guys. Alright, so let's go into the Railway Series bio. Toad was escaping scrap along with Oliver and Isabel when they were caught and put in the scrap yards. They stayed there for days and days. I don't know how long, but it's been a long time. But until they were eventually saved from scrap by Douglas. Well, they were saved from scrap by Douglas. And then, ever since then, after they escaped to the Northwest, after Douglas helped Oliver, Isabel, and Toad, or, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong if it's Isabel. If it's not Isabel, then correct me. After they escaped to the Northwestern Railway, thanks to Douglas, Toad decided to become Douglas's brakevan in order to say thank you to Douglas, to him in saving Oliver. Now that's the Railway Series history. Now on to the TV series. Toad was obviously Oliver's brakevan from the very start in the TV series. Of course, they appeared in the Season 3 episode, Escape, which is, of course, based on the Railway series of the same name. The story pretty much follows what happens in the Railway series, so I'm not going to get into it. But after that, Toad had decided to remain Oliver's brakevan. After their escape. And then Toad played significant roles in I don't believe he appeared in... Yes, he did appear in Season 4. In Seasons 4 and 5. But then he had small roles in Seasons 6 and 7. And after that, they weren't seen... After that, he and Oliver were not seen for as many years. Until they finally made their return in the 12th season episode, Gordon Takes a Shortcut, which will become their final appearance in model form. And after that, after season 12, we all know what came next. The dreaded Sharon Miller era. Oh my god, that era was so stupid and shitty. The stupid ass rhyming and all that shit. But thankfully, Sharon Miller is no longer the head writer. But, yeah. And so then, Oliver and Toad made their return in Season 18. Which was great. In the Season 18 episode, Toad's Adventure. Which is reminiscent of the Season 5 episode, Busy Going Backwards. Alright, now on to the basis. No, not basis, persona. Personality. Toad is a well-mannered and polite brakevan. He always addresses the engines by Mr. or Ms. or Miss if he ever talks to any of the engines. Like he addresses them, like say Douglas, he addresses them as Mr. Douglas. Or Mr. Thomas, or Mr. James, or or Miss Emily, or Miss Emily. or Miss Rosie. You know what I mean. Or Miss Marion. You know what I get. Yeah, you guys pretty much get the idea. But he also offers good advice and is the voice of, I believe he's the voice of reason as well. So then, after that, so yeah, now onto the basis. Toad is based on a GWR, on a Great Western 16-ton Toad brake van. So, yeah, there's the basis. Now onto the model itself. Bachmann released Toad, I believe, last year in spring of 2016. Or was it spring of this year? But Toad has been in high demand just as much as Oliver has. Though, one thing I don't understand is, why would we get Toad first, but not Oliver? It took 2 years for Oliver. But anyway, I'm not going to harp about that. I'll save that for my Oliver review, which I don't know when I'll get that out. But anyway, onto the model itself. We see that Toad has a good amount of detail. He's got the GWR on one side. Actually, he's got the GWR on one side. GW. And then he has 16 tons. If my phone camera will focus. There we go. 16 tons. And if we take a look inside of Toad, like the guard compartment area, you can see that he has actual detail. Sorry about the noise for that, but anyway, you can actually see his brake handle. And there's a door where his guard would, rest on long journeys, the handrail, as well as these little things, I guess. I don't know what these things are, but this thing, what I'm pointing to, like, right here. Oh, hang on. Like, this thing that I'm pointing to right here, this little blob area. And you can see that he has his brake handle. Great. You can see the rivets on him. And the couplings are interesting. They're a tad smaller, and they kind of remind me of the Hornby couplings. But I think this is from the Bachmann branch lines range. I think what Bachmann USA did was just take a random Toad brake van, and then they just stuck a face on it and made some minor changes. That was all they did. That's just my guess. But yeah, the coupling systems are cool. And now the most important part, the face. I mean, just look at it. That's completely accurate to Toad's CGI render. Well, his promo picture, anyway. Honestly, I can't find anything wrong with Toad. There's nothing wrong. My only nitpick is there's no, detail or graphics on the side of Toad. That's my only nitpick. But anyway, I'm not gonna, harp on that. I think it's okay that Toad only has detail on one side, like writing and stuff. But yeah. So what do I think of Toad? Well, I give him a 10 out of 10. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with him. Oh yeah, and I'd like to dedicate this review to 3 people. Greenengine2002. Fireman something, I forget. Fireman something, I don't know. And MikeD57s. Now, this review goes out to 3 of you guys. Shout out to you guys. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Stay tuned for another review. That's all I have for now. If you guys like this review, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos, and comment down below as well if you like the review. This is Solar Santa Fe, signing off. and I hope you guys enjoyed. But before I end the video, I just want to say two things. One, I recommend this model to anybody. I recommend Toad to your collection if you are a Bachmann Thomas fan or just like collecting trains in general. And two, you gotta be careful of where you buy him. I mean, I was lucky enough to, at my hobby store, Toad and Oliver were the very last ones in stock, and I was very lucky to get them. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. But be careful of Toad's price of where you buy him. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, that's all I gotta say, and goodbye for now. And don't forget to subscribe.